Good morning. Happy Friday. Yeah, this week definitely, in my opinion, felt a little bit shorter. It went a little bit quicker, but we are still in quarantine. Keeping moving is important. So if you haven't been to one of my classes before, this class is a blend of stretching, breathing. It starts off a little bit slower, and then as we move into the end of class, the intensity will pick up. So just keep that in mind if it's starting a little bit slow. And my name is Coach Nikki. So to get started, I want you guys to just find a seated position. We're actually going to start with our legs out in front of us today. So legs are out in front, toes, you can't see my toes, but my toes are out in front of me. And I just want you to actually let your body kind of fall through. So sitting upright, just let your body go down a little bit. And we're just going to sit here and try to just still our mind and our body. So hands could be on your shins, it could be on your knees, but we're going to start just sitting here, getting comfortable, being completely still. And then as you're sitting there, keep your eyes closed. We're going to go through 10 breaths. And as you go through your 10 breaths, I want you to think about what your body feels like. So are you tight? Are you feeling a little bit anxious? Are you feeling a little bit excited that it's Friday? What does your body feel like? What does your mind feel like? And then slowly start to bring your body up to a seated upright position. So now our torso is nice and tall. And with our torso nice and tall, we're just going to go for 10 total rotations of our neck. You can think of like your head saying no, just to the left, to the right, not fast, just starting to bring some movement into your neck at your own pace. Then once you hit 10, bring your body and your back and your neck nice and straight back to neutral. And we're going to take our hands overhead, and now we're going to connect our breath. So I'm going to pull my fingers together. I'm going to pull my shoulders up and back. I'm going to give myself a big inhale here. And on the exhale, I'm going to dive forward. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Start to get really tall on the inhale. Maybe you go deeper on the exhale. Inhale, shoulders are trying to touch. Exhale down. On the next inhale up, think about an intention you want to set for the class, an intention you want to set for the day. Inhale in through the nose, up, and then exhale down. Good, take an extra breath here. If you can touch your toes, great. If you can touch your shins, that's fine, wherever you're at. And then we're going to go ahead and cross our legs. So we're going to cross our legs and start to open up our back a little bit. From here, we're going to start to really focus on connecting our breath to our movement. So a lot of intention with our movement. We're not just jolting, right? So we're going to turn. So fingertips are going to the floor. We're going to turn towards the right. And I want you to go for 3 breaths here, trying to really get as much space as you can. So pulling your torso away from your hip. You're going to have 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. On the exhale, see if you can twist deeper. After the 3rd one, come back to center. Sit up a little bit taller, see if you created space on that right side, and then shift to your left. So 3 breaths here. Going to your deepest point. On the exhale, try to go deeper. On the inhale, staying where you are. Notice if one side feels different than the other. And then after that 3rd one, back to center. Good, we're going to start moving, getting some blood flow, but right now what I want you guys to do is if you have like a little towel or even socks on like a wood floor, but we're going to be doing something that requires like some sliding. So if you have socks or a towel, grab that, but either one is fine. And then we're going to go ahead and rock to a tabletop position. And we're going to start to bring some blood flow into our stretching. So we're going to go right into our bird dogs. We're going to Start with 3 cat-cows. So on the inhale, pull the belly in as tall as you can. Think about tucking your rib cage. And on the exhale, round down, head goes up. Good, 2 more. Really try to focus on your extension. Your breath is controlling your movement. Inhale in, exhale down. Good, final one. Inhale in, pull, pull, pull. And then exhale down. Good, we're gonna rock back and forth. So feel the pressure on your wrists, on your hands, separate your fingers. Type all day, we're on our phones, right, social media. And then we're gonna untuck the toes, pull the hips on the next inhale into a downward dog. And on the exhale, just hold. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling in the downward dog, pushing down. Exhaling and holding. On the next breath, bring your feet to your hands. So inhale the hands and feet to meet. Exhale all the way to standing. Good, we have one more portion of our warm-up. And then we're going to, you guys can't see my head. And then we're going to ramp it up a little bit with some movement. Let me just back you guys up so you can see me fully. Okay, I'm actually just gonna pin. So whatever you need now, water, whatever it is, but we're gonna start moving a little bit faster after we stretch. So you're gonna take your hands across your body and we're gonna slightly bend the knees. So my feet are about hip distance apart, slight bend in the knees. I'm gonna push my hips back. So hips go back, hips go back, hips go back. I should feel an intense stretch through my hamstring. So slight bend in the knees, my chest is bowing forward, my elbows might feel like they're just about to touch my knee, my back is nice and flat, and then I'm gonna drive up, squeeze my butt, squeeze my core, think about pulling my hips to a straight line. So we're not arching, we're just coming to straight. We're gonna go for 6 of those. The inhale is on the way down, the exhale drives you up. So it should feel like a nice hamstring stretch. Hands stay crossed, bend the knees, inhale down, exhale, stand. Stop where you feel the stretch. All right, we're gonna slow it down a little bit. Inhale down, exhale, stand. Good, squeeze the glute at the top. We have 4 more. Inhale down, exhale, stand. 3 more, inhale down, exhale, stand. Last 2, inhale down, exhale, stand. Good, last 1, inhale down, exhale, stand. Good, keeping your feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna slightly bend the knees, push back down to that chest over your body position, and now we're just gonna go for 10 toe touches. So if you notice what I'm doing, I'm keeping my back nice and tight, my hamstrings are loaded, I'm just tapping, driving up, so I'm never locking out my knees. All right, we're gonna go for 10 here, so get into a nice strong position, bend at the knee, tap the floor, drive up about a hand off the floor, back down, back up. You should feel it in your hamstrings. Back down, back up, back down, back up. That was 4. Down, up. You can connect your breath if you're comfortable. Three more. Last 2. Stand. You should feel the fire kind of burning in the hamstrings. Back should start to feel a little tight, but we're not in pain. All right, we're going back to those 6 good mornings, and then we'll go back to those toe touches 1 more time. So we should just start to feel everything warming up. Maybe our back starts to feel a little bit more. Feet are hip distance. Take the second to ground yourself. So pull your toes into the floor. Chest is nice and tall. Take a big breath here. Bend the knees. Hands go over the chest. You're going to inhale down. Hips go back. Butt is going to the back wall. Exhale up. Squeeze the butt at the top. Good. 5 more. Bend the knees. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last 4. Bend the knees. Hips go back. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Exhale up. Last 3. Bend the knees. Hips go back. Chest goes down. Exhale up. 2 more. Light bend of the knees. Hips go back. Chest goes down. And exhale up. Last one. I know it's a little slow. Bear with me. Hips go back. Chest goes down. Exhale up. Good. Shake it out if you need to. Take a moment to just notice what your body's feeling like. Shift your hips side to side. If your back feels tight. Maybe this is stuff you never do. And now we have one more round of toe touches. However, this time you're not going to just stay at the bottom. You're going to stand all the way up. So we're going to inhale down, exhale, stand. Inhale down, exhale, stand. All right, we'll start now. So keeping the chest nice and flat, slight bend in the knees. This should feel good on the back of the hamstrings. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Good, 3 more. Down, up. Think about wiggling your toes in the bottom. Down, up. This should be hamstrings only, not your back. So back is tight. Last one, and stand. Good. Shake out those legs. Take an extra breath here if you need it. Big inhale in through the belly, through the chest, and then let it all go. So we're going to start to move a little bit faster now, and we're going to need that towel or your socks. So if you need to grab that, grab that. But you're going to watch me first, but we're going to go through a cycle just like we always do. We're going to start with something that's a little more tension holds, and then we'll move into ramping up at the end of class. But for this part, we are going to be doing hamstring curls. We are going to be doing dead bugs and beast holds. Okay, so if you don't know what any of that looks like, that's why I'm here. We'll go through it together. But hamstring curls, dead bugs, and beast holds. So what we're working in these positions is we're working our core, we're working our hamstrings, and we're working our actual motor function of connectivity, right? So we'll go through all of that. What I want you guys to do now is grab your towel or your socks, whatever you're using. You're going to lay on your back. Hands are going to be under, or right by your glutes, but pushed into the floor. And now what we're going to do is you're only going to have one foot on the towel or whatever it is you're using. Hips are going to be off the floor. So right now I have both of my feet pushed into the floor, but only one heel on the actual towel. I'm going to lift my hip so my left foot is grounded into the floor. My right heel is pushed into my towel. What I'm going to do now is my hips are on the floor. I'm going to extend my right foot out, and then I'm going to pull back in. So my hips never touch, all right? Extend my right foot out, pull back in. So what you're doing in this position is keeping your glutes off the floor in that kind of like that bridge position, and then only one hamstring is curling while the other foot is grounded. All right, we're going to go for 6 on the right and then 6 on the left. So go ahead, get into that laying in the back position. Hands are grounded. Lift your hips. So inhale, lift the hips up. Push the left toes into the floor. Right heel is on your sock or your towel. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, pull back to meet the other foot. Good. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull back. Your lower back is not on the floor. Your glute is not on the floor. That was 2. We have 4 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull in. Good. Last 2. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull in. 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale. Lower the hips. Switch the foot. And then we're going right into the other side. So foot is grounded. Heel is on the towel or mat, whatever you have your foot on. Hands are grounded. Inhale the hips up. So we're in a bridge position. Inhale, straighten the leg. Come to full straighten. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, in. Your butt never touches the floor. Squeeze your core. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull back in. Good. 3 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, in. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. And final 1. Exhale. Drop your hips, lose the towel, and then go ahead and rock to either a seated or a tabletop position. then from our tabletop position, we're just going to take a breath here. So you should have felt that in your hamstring. If that was too easy, we're going to go harder next round, don't worry. But from here, just take 2 more breaths. Adjust your hips if you need to. We're going into a beast hold. So for our beast hold, what that looks like is my toes are going to be tucked. I'm going to pull my knees off the floor. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to start with just a 10-second hold. And then once, so that means just my knees are off the floor. Once we're done with our 10-second hold, we're going to start to connect. All right, the key here is to keep our knees off the floor the entire time. So even when we're crunching in, our knees are never touching. All right, in that tabletop position, untuck the toes, take a big breath here. Next, inhale, pick the knees up off the floor, just hovering. Exhale, hold. Good, we have 10 seconds here. Hold here, stay nice and tight. Use your breath. Hold. Good, 5 seconds, guys. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Don't drop the knees. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Exhale, back. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, back. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the knees. Take a breath. So that should have felt really intense on your core. Should start to feel like we're warming up. Good. From here, we're going to untuck the toes, lift the hips. Give me a downward dog breath. And then walk the hands to meet the feet. Take a big breath overhead. Back to center. Good, we have our dead bugs now. So we're gonna go back onto our back. I just like to do a little bit of a flow before we get there. For our dead bugs, what we're gonna be doing is, on our back, we're gonna go through, again, this is very motor function heavy. So my feet are gonna be glued into the floor. My arms are gonna be overhead. What I'm doing right now is I'm pushing my lower back into the floor. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my knees off the floor. So I'm kind of in a position where they just feel like they're free floating. I'm going to just straighten my right leg, and then I'm gonna pull my right leg in. Left leg in. All right, we're gonna start with just 6 there. What I want you guys to do is squeeze your lower body into the floor. All right, we're going 3 each side, and then we're gonna connect our upper body. So right now our arms are just overhead. We're gonna go ahead and inhale right leg out. Exhale back in. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your belly. Inhale left. Exhale in. Inhale right. Exhale in. Inhale left. Exhale in. Go, one more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your body in this position. Squeezing your core, squeezing your belly. Now we're going to start to connect our upper body. So my left arm is going to meet my right leg in the center. All right, so I'm going to connect my body here. So from what that looks like is my right leg is going out, so my arms are going to start here. Okay, we're going to start with them kind of neutral. My right leg is going to go out. My left arm is going to go overhead, and then I'm going to meet back in the middle. All right? We're going to just start with our right leg and our left arm to start here. So arms are straight up towards the sky, palms are facing. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left arm overhead. Inhale, back in. Exhale, hold. Go, we're going to go a little bit faster now. Inhale, the same time, they're both going to go back. Inhale, right leg goes forward. Left arm goes back. Exhale, back. Good. Inhale, crunch out. Exhale, back in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Keep your feet in this position. Squeeze your core. We're switching sides. Right arm is over in front of us. Left leg is going to go out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Crunch back. Exhale in. Crunch back. Exhale in. Never touch the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Feet get grounded. Take a breath here. And then, however you want to get to a seated position, we're going to go back to those hamstring curls in a minute, but take a breath. Feel what your body feels like. Maybe the heart rate's not up yet. That's okay. But maybe you're starting to just get warm. Just take 2 breaths, grounding here. This is like our safe position today. Our grounding is our feet out in front of us. Big breath in, and then exhale out. Okay, so we're gonna actually ramp it up just a little bit with our hamstring curls. So what we're gonna do now is, this is gonna get a little bit harder. We're gonna have both our heels on our towel or whatever we're using for leverage. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our hips off the floor. So we're gonna be in a bridge position, and then we're just gonna straighten and then pull back in. So watch me for a second for a demo. When I'm gonna be here, hips are gonna be off the floor. I'm gonna straighten my legs, pull back in. This is very hard on the hamstrings. Straighten my legs, pull back in. Try not to let your glutes touch the floor. If they touch for a second, that's okay. But we're gonna go for 6 of these. Connect your breath if you can, but if it feels like it's too hard to connect the breath, just focus on trying to breathe. It doesn't matter the pace, all right? But I'm gonna do an inhale out, exhale in. All right, we're going for 6. So hands are pressed into the floor. Drive the hips up whenever you're ready. Heels are just grounded, toes are free floating. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale in. Good. 1, inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull in. 2, glutes are never touching. Inhale, straighten. Exhale in. 3, inhale, straighten. Exhale in. 4, inhale, straighten. Exhale in. 5, it's okay if they don't straighten all the way. Last one, inhale, straighten. Exhale in. 6, drop the hips, lose the towel. You have 6 just straight glute bridges. So inhale the hips up, feet are grounded. Exhale back down, tap. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Last 2, inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more, inhale up. Exhale down. Take a breath here if you need it, but we're gonna go into our dead bugs next so that it's a quicker transition. We'll get to our beast holds after, but we have 6 on each side again. We're gonna go a little bit faster this time, so whenever you're ready, tuck those knees in. So we're now in that like strong core position. Our lower back is squeezing towards the floor. My arms are just straight over my head, so they look like they're about to clap. I'm gonna start with my right leg and my left arm, all right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna straighten the right leg, straighten the left arm back, exhale back in. Good, we're gonna move a little bit faster. 5 more, inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. 4 more, inhale out, exhale in. 3 more, inhale out, exhale in. 2 more, inhale, exhale. Last one, exhale. Take 2 breaths, pressing your belly into the floor on dead bug. Recenter. And then let's hit that other side. So left leg goes out, right arm goes overhead. You should feel this in your core. Inhale out, exhale, crunch in. Out, exhale, crunch in slowly. Good, 4 more, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, exhale in. Last 3, inhale out, exhale in. 2 more, inhale out, exhale in. 1 more, inhale out, exhale in. Good, drop the feet. Take a breath here, pressing that back and belly into the floor. Roll into a tabletop position. You guys know what's next. We're going into our beast holds. So we have a 10-second beast hold, and then we have 6 on each side of those crunches. So try to stay with me without the knees touching the entire time. All right, we're going in 3. So take a breath here. 2. Fill the belly, fill the lungs. All right, 1, pick the knees off the floor. Breathe. We have 10 seconds here. Connect your breath, focus on something in front of you. 5, 3, 2, 1. Don't drop that knees. Inhale, right knee to right shoulder, right elbow. Exhale back. touching the floor. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, back. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, crunch back. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Take a breath here without the knees touching if you can. Left side for 6. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, back. 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Stay with me. Never touch that floor. 2 more. Last 2. Crunch in. Back out. Last 1. Back out. Drop the knees. Pull the chest down. Shake it out if you need to in a downward dog or a child pose. Take 2 breaths here. Good. Inhale straight to tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. And then however you want to get to standing. So if you want to take the lunge, step forward. Take a big inhale overhead. And then exhale back to center. We have 1 more movement in this circuit, so I'm adding something this round before we go into our last round of this work. We're going to add a squat. So feet are going to be a little bit wider. I'm not going to do tempo today, but I just want to do 10 good squats. So feet are a little bit wider. I'm going to push my hips back, sit into a squat on the inhale, exhale, stand. Notice my knees go out. I'm not holding the bottom today. I want to move through these a little bit faster. We have 10 squats. Go ahead and set your body. So toes can be on a little bit of an outward angle. Hands are out in front of you. Knees go out, hips go back. Inhale down. Exhale up. Think about sitting in a chair. So your hips go back. Good. Inhale down. Exhale up. Squeeze your butt at the top. Inhale down. Exhale up. That was 3. Inhale down. Exhale up. 4. Stay with me. Inhale down. Exhale up. 5. Inhale down. Exhale up. 6. Last 4. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core at the top. Last 3. Down. Back up. We have 2 more. 2 more. Reset at the top. If you need to, shake up the shoulders. Last 2. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Shake out the arms. Shake out the shoulders. We have 1 more round of this. This time we're going to change it up just a little bit, but we're staying with those hamstring curls. So they should have been harder. Both feet now. That was the goal. If they weren't, make sure your glutes are staying off the floor. It's definitely meant to be challenging. Whatever you need to do to get there. If that means straighten your legs fully. For me, it's just hitting that point of just about extension and then pulling back in. All right, so hands are going to be on the floor. Let's take a moment to just ground. Push your palms into the floor. Take 2 breaths here. Exhale through the mouth. 1 more. Good. Heels are going to be on your towel or your socks, whatever it may be. I'm going to inhale my my hips off the floor. Press my palms into the floor. Good. From here, we're in a kind of like a bridge position, but maybe not a full one. We're going to inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale back in. So they're sliding, squeezing your hamstrings. We have 5 more. Inhale, straighten. Or our legs. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale back in. Control the pace back in. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. My butt still never touched the floor. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hamstrings are burning. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale back in. Drop the butt. Push the towel or the socks, whatever it is, to the side. We have 6 glute bridges now. So now just activating what we just worked on. Inhale, squeeze the butt up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up. Squeeze the butt. Exhale, down. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Push this. And final one. Exhale. Good. Take a second here if you need to. Feel your belly on the floor. Feel your back on the floor, right? As you're pressing that back. Instead of downward dogs, we're going to do crunches now. So they're going to look a little bit different, but it's the same motor function. So I'm going to pick my feet up, right? I'm in that dead bug start position. I'm going to drive my hands back to where they were. And now I'm just going to pull my hands behind my head so that they're kind of like a pillow for me. So it's kind of like a cushion, all right? Now from here, I'm going to inhale, crunch to my right knee, exhale back out. We're going to just stay on the right side. So we're going to start together, but we're going to go for 8 on the right and then 8 on the left. I'm trying to get my elbow to my knee. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, back down. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, back down. Inhale in. Exhale, down. That was 3. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, down. 4. Feel your oblique. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Last 3, I want to be slower. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale slowly, like a 3-second count on the way down. Good, 2 more. Inhale, same way. Exhale, slow. Final one. Good, we're gonna hit that other side. So starting in 3, 2, 1, inhale, crunch in. Exhale, down. The first 4 are our normal pace. Inhale in. Exhale, down. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, release. Last one that's fast. Back down. Last 4 are going to be a little bit slower. So 4-second count on the release. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, slow. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Last 2. 1 more. Good. Drop the feet. Take a breath here. Rock to tabletop whenever you're ready. And then we have our beast hold crunch ins next. So we're going to ramp it up a little bit. We're going to go for a 15-second beast hold into 6 of those crunches each side. So knees are never touching the floor. This should start feeling a little more challenging now. We're trying to hold. If you need to take a break in between our crunches. All right, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale, just hold. Regulate your breathing here. Focus on your thoughts. They start to wander, bring them back here. Control your breath. It could be a big inhale in, a big exhale out. We have 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hold this position. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Exhale, back. Inhale, exhale. We only have 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Left side. Don't let the knees touch. Inhale, exhale. Touch that elbow. Knees never touch. 2 more. Last one. Drop the knees. Pull the arms down. Take 2 breaths. Here in child pose. Whenever you're ready, rock back to tabletop. Untuck the toes. I want you to take 3 big nose breaths in a tabletop. So that means the mouth is pretending like it's taped shut. You're just breathing through your nose for 3. Feel the lungs maybe coming back to. Inhale now and exhale on the way out through your mouth. But you're going to inhale into downward dog. Exhale, a big breath out through your mouth. Inhale, step or jump to standing. Exhale all the way to standing. Good. Take a second, shake it out if you need to. We are going into our last part of class. This is where we pick up the intensity the most. This is where the heart rate should spike up the most. So what we have is plank jacks, which I'll go over in a second, squat into a high knee, and then burpees. All right, we're gonna go through that 3 sets. It is just 8s of everything, except the burpees. The burpees are 6, but it should be done with intensity. All right, so while you're just kind of getting to, watch me for a second. We're going to go into a plank position. The plank jack is with our feet out wide. We're going to pull back in, push back out, pull back in, push back out. So you're really focusing on your shoulders because you're pressing into the floor, but it's a lot of your core as well as you're starting to squeeze. We're actually going to do 10 of those so that they're a little bit harder. All right, once we're done there, the next thing is a squat to a high knee. So what that looks like is now that we've done air squats, the body should be prepped to look with what that looks like. You're gonna squat, stand, high knee, squat, high knee, high knee. So I'm alternating, right? Makes you think a little bit, so you have to do it with an intention. It's motor function, and it's also meant to be a little bit explosive out of the squat. Okay, so 1 squat plus 1 and 1 is 1 rep. All right, we'll do 8 of those. So we'll do 10 plank jacks, 8 squat, high knee, and then we're gonna end the cycle with burpees, my favorite. All right, so we'll go for 6 burpees, which is just down either to a top of a plank or all the way down. Snap the feet, stand. All right, we're gonna go through that entire thing 3 times, so stay with me. We're starting with our plank jack. So take a moment, ground your feet, big inhale here, exhale out. We're gonna move through this with intensity, with intention. Go ahead and get to a plank position however you please. So if you want to lunge, step back. You want to go through a flow. From here, we're starting with our plank jack. So inhale out, exhale in. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, 6. Stay with me. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Press to a downward dog. Walk the front foot in between the legs. Lunge to a stand. Take a big breath overhead. Exhale, stand it. Adjust the feet. We have our squat high knees. So we're going for 8 of these. Inhale on the way down. Stand. Watch me if you need to. Inhale down. Exhale. Crunch. Crunch. All right, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Inhale down. Exhale. Crunch. Crunch. That was 1. Inhale down. Exhale up. Crunch. Crunch. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Connect your breath to your crunches. So that was 3. Inhale down. Exhale up. Crunch. Crunch. So I'm squeezing my torso, I'm rotating. That was 4. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch. Crunch. 5. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch. Crunch. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch. Crunch. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch. Crunch. Good. Take a second. Big breath in. We're going for our burpees now. So 6 burpees. We are starting to move a little bit quicker on these. Hold on, guys. I just lost my Instagram. Let's see if I can get it back really quick. Go ahead and start your burpees. If you're ready, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Burpees. Inhale down. Exhale up. That will be 1. Good. Back down. Back in. 2. Keep that pace. Inhale down. Exhale in. 3. Back down. Exhale in. Think about speed, snapping your feet. That was 4. Down. In. 5. Can you move a little bit faster? 6. Stand. Recenter. Palms are open. You have 3 breaths here just through your nose. No, nothing through your mouth. Last one. Good. Notice how you feel. Are you starting to feel sweaty? Are you starting to feel worked up? We're going into our second round. So now we're doing 12 plank jacks instead of 10. However you want to get to your plank, go ahead and adjust your feet nice and wide, or you can start in the plank, whatever you rather. We're going for 12 reps. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Inhale out. Exhale it. Inhale out. Exhale it. Inhale out. Exhale it. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 3. 10, 11, 12. Drop the knees if you need to take a second. Whatever you need to do. But on the next breath in, you're going to step to a lunge position to get to standing. And then exhale, meet me all the way up. Good. As the heart rate's high, I want to keep the blood flowing. So we have our squat into our tuck jump now. So instead of a high knee, you could stay there if you want. You can do a squat, stand, tuck jump. Up to you. If you're comfortable with the high knees, stay there. But we have 8 reps. Going in 3, 2, 1. Inhale down. Exhale up. Tuck jump. Good. Inhale down. Exhale up. Tuck jump. 2. 6 more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Tuck jump. Good. 3. Down. Halfway. Try to get your knees higher. Start 7, notice the intention of tapping your knees. 3 more. Or sorry, last one. I was thinking we were going to 10. That was 8. Good job. Take a breath here. Grab water if you need it. Whatever you need. Big breath. 1, 6 burpees. Inhale down. Exhale in. Stand. Good. Inhale down. Exhale in. Stand. That was 2. Stand. Stay with me. 3 more. I know I'm going a little faster. Last 2. Stand. And last one. Stand. All right, we have one more round there, but before we do that, our heart might be going fast. I want to go through 4 nose breaths, so palms are open, only through your nose. Recenter, refocus. Can you bring yourself back here? And 3 more. Notice if you are able to slow down your body a little bit, right? And like almost like a reset button. Are you going into this last round with a steady heart rate, or are you, right? We want to avoid that panting. All right, we have our last round. 12 plank jacks. We're keeping it at 12 this round. Go ahead and get into a plank however you're ready, however you feel comfortable. For these, it's really important to make sure you're not stacking over your wrists, so we're in a strong, stable position, and then once you're in a strong, stable position, you get into a plank. Good, we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go for it. Inhale out, exhale in. 3, 4, squeeze your core. 5, 6, halfway. 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2, last one. Press into a downward dog, drop the knees if you need to. Whenever you're ready, meet me in that standing position. Take a big breath when you get there. Shake it out. We have our squat, tuck jumps. Try to recenter, so let's just take a second before we get there. Take a big breath in and then let a big breath out, maybe make a noise. All right, focus on your breath as we finish this last round through. We're going in 3, we're going for 8. 2, 1, inhale down, exhale up, tuck jump. That was 1. So you can go alternating if tuck jump's not there. Tuck jump. 2. Good. Push your feet a little bit wider if they're a little narrow. It's gonna help you sit into that squat. Inhale down, exhale up, tuck jump. 3. Stay with me. Alternate. 4. 5. 3 more. Down. Exhale up. Switch. Switch. 6. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. Alternate. Alternate. Last 1. Alternate. Alternate. Good. Ground yourself. Take a breath. We have our beast holds to finish. We have 6 each side again with that 10-second hold. However you want to get to your tabletop, you want to take a second here and get a couple breaths. We're going for 15 seconds again. We're going to start in about 5 seconds, so just whatever you need to do right now. Stay focused, stay with me. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes, pull the knees off the floor. 15 seconds here. Don't let your knees drop. Big breaths here. You have control here. Good. We have 5, 3, 2, 1. Don't drop the knees. Right knee goes to right elbow. Back out. Inhale. Back out. We're going to 5. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Hold the knees over the floor, not touching. Left side in 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Drop the knees. Pull the arms out in front of you. Take 3 breaths in this child's pose if you need it. We have 1 more little part of class before we stretch. Good. We have from our beast hold 6 burpees. So inhale, pull under the toes, push the hips up. Big breath here, lunge forward. Come all the way to a standing. Exhale down. We have 6 burpees here. I knew I threw that beast hold in there, that's okay. Ready for 6 burpees, so take 3 breaths here. Try to come back to. We're almost there. Last 6 burpees, going in 3, 2, 1. Inhale down. Exhale in. Stand. Squeeze your butt at the top. Take this as your way to recenter. 5 more. Stand. 4 more. Stand. Good. Last 3. Stand. 1 more. Last 1. Stand. Good. Take a second before we start to walk around. Got water. Let's just take 3 big nose breaths. Notice what you feel, what your body's doing. Grab some water if you need it. Towel if you want to clean off. But we have 1 more thing before we do our stretching. So we're just going to do 1 more core exercise. It's nothing crazy. We've made it this far, but before we stretch and cool down, we're going to go through just 10 seconds of a plank hold into 5 up downs. And we're going to do that twice. So a 10-second plank hold. So we can either be on the top or we could be on our forearms, but we're gonna be 10 seconds here, then we're gonna go into 5 up downs, all right? We'll rest in a child's pose in between, and we're gonna go through that twice. Try to connect your breath to the up downs. Inhale down, uphill up, or up, out. Exhale up, but you're doing that for 5, all right? We're gonna do a 10-second hold together, right into those 5 up downs, all right? Last intensity part of the class before we stretch and cool down. Whenever you're ready to get to a plank position, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, hold plank. You can be on your forearms or your hands. We have 10 seconds here. Focus and breathe. 3, 2, 1, 5 up downs. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Last 2, down, up, 1 more, down, up. Drop the knees, pull the body back. You have 5 breaths in child's pose before we do that one more time. Really big breaths here. After that 5th breath, rock back to tabletop. And then we're going for our last round of this. Stay with it. We're going in 3, into plank, in 2, 1, press into plank, either high or low, whatever feels better for you. Good, we're ready, 3 seconds in. 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 up downs. Down, up, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, last one, down, up, 5. Drop the knees, pull the head back, and just chill in child's pose for a couple breaths. Whenever you are ready, no rush at all, meet me back in the tabletop position. We're just gonna open up the shoulders. So we're gonna take that, let's actually take a second here to just breathe together. So before we move into our last stretch, let's just, I know my heart rate's going a little fast. Let's just take 3 breaths. In through the nose, big exhale out through the mouth. You wanna connect it to a cat-cow, you can. Last one. So we're gonna take that right hand. We're gonna open up wide. We're gonna thread it through, and we're just gonna keep doing that for about 3 reps total. So open up nice and wide, and then pull in, rotate. It should feel good on your shoulder and your back. All right, we have about 4 here, so go ahead, reach up, open, and then press through. Good, 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale through. Last 2. And 1 more. Recenter, we're gonna switch sides. 4 on that other side. I'm gonna rock a little bit before we go there. Same thing, open up your shoulders through, and then exhale, open. Inhale through. Exhale, reach open. There's no rush here. You don't need to stay with me. Keep rotating if it feels good. 2 more. Thread through. Reach open. Keep reaching. Last one. Good. And then go ahead and pull into a seated position. So however you want to get there. We're almost done. Let's just take that left leg, hug into our chest, and then pull in nice and tight. So you should feel a glute stretch. My foot is off the floor. And then once you feel like you have a glute stretch, go ahead and rotate. So now we're adding a little bit of back twist. It should feel good through that lower back and that hip. Take 3 breaths here. Focus on what your body feels like. That 3rd breath, come back to center, shake it out, adjust your body if you need to. Take the right leg over. Notice if one side feels different, right? We do a lot of
work where we're focused on the right side or the left side. So as you rotate, see if one side has more space. Take 3 breaths here. And then come back to center. You're gonna pull both knees in and then do the same thing. So hold your knees in with your left arm and then twist to the right. Take 3 breaths in that bind. See if your belly is touching your thighs, right? Can you think about removing it from your thighs, getting taller? The 3rd breath, come back to center. And then switch. Right arm goes over, twist into a bind. Try to remove your belly from your thighs so your torso isn't touching, and then take 3 breaths in the twist. Keep twisting. Final one. Come back to center. Either cross your legs or keep them straight. We did our first breath work in a straight leg position, so you can keep them there if you want. But we're just gonna go for a couple breaths, ending the class nice and strong. When you're in your seated position, get your feet nice and straight. We're gonna take a big inhale overhead, and then exhale bow forward. Wherever you land, I just want you to stay there. Try to refocus where you are right now. You feel still, you feel tired, you feel sore, you feel sweaty, whatever you feel like, just let it go. And take 3 breaths, sitting into whatever stretch you're in right now. Letting your body just do what it wants to do. On the 3rd breath, slowly come back to center, to seated. And we're actually just gonna take our feet in now into a cross-leg position. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. And let your breath fall naturally. So, in doing a lot of guided breath work this class, I want you to let it fall naturally. So, closing your eyes, letting your breath come back to notice what you feel like. Maybe your neck feels a little bit looser. Maybe your back feels a little bit stronger. Maybe you created more space in your hips. What's one thing you took away from today that you can take into your class, into your day? And then breathe into that. Focus on that. We're gonna end with just one really big inhale and then a big exhale, either sighing out or just letting your body fall. So big inhale, tall. And then exhale, just let your body go.